Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my weekly review.
Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel here.
Across the streams of hopes and dreams where things are really not. Come along if you can. Come along if you dare.
Have a good one.
Take a ride to the
Cheers, guys.
inside of your mind. But please realize you'll probably be surprised.
Perfection. A scorched outpost in the middle of nowhere.
You know how close I am to leaving this place right now? How close?
Maybe that's why Val and Earl decided to leave town.
Hey, hold up. That's Edgar Deans.
They just picked the wrong day to do it.
Jeez. You guys better get the hell out of here. There's a killer on the loose. Who could be doing it?
Is that a snake?
I'll give you boys $5 for this. 20. That's how they get you. They're under the ground.
What the hell are those things? How could they eat a whole station wagon?
But where do they come from?
I vote for outer space. No way these are local boys.
You see, they're headed right for us.
No Richter scale can measure it.
They're coming!
No scientist can explain it.
Bert, they're under the ground.
You didn't get penetration even with the elephant gun.
Run, run!
And no one knows what to call it.
Megaworms or suckers or suckoids.
Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you another horror movie review. This time we're going to be talking about the 1990 monster film, directed by Ron Underwood and starring Kevin Bacon as well as Fred Ward. Tremors.
Now, this valley is just one long smorgasbord.
Now, it's up to Val and Earl to save the world.
That's one big mother.
Who died and made you Einstein?
And they know just what to do. Flip for it.
Damn.
Kevin Bacon, Fred Ward, Tremors.
So yeah, this is another very obvious horror-related film that people have thought I've seen. I've been finding lately I'm just embarrassed by the movies I haven't actually seen yet. But this is another big one. You know, I know Tremors has had a cult following for a while, so it's about time I check out the films, at least the first one. But I did get a DVD set of the whole series so far for about $15-20. So I'm definitely be watching more of them too. And this first one, you know, it's pretty simple. You know, it even says it's a throwback to like a 50s sort of creature feature monster movie. And it definitely plays a lot like that. You know, it feels pretty old school with its premise, and you know, that's fine. You know, some of the best horror movies are when they take a simple setup but execute it well, and it ends up doing better than movies that kind of get carried away with themselves and try to do too much, or they don't know what they're doing with a part of it, but then they try to do something crazy. This movie is actually pretty short as well. I mean, it's only a hour and a half, or an hour and 36 minutes, I should say, so not overly long. It never felt stretched out. And it's like I said, it's a simple setup. The plot's pretty easy to explain. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just read a brief sum up to you. Repairman Val McKee and Earl Bassett are tired of their dull lives in the small desert town of Perfection, Nevada. But just as the two try to skip town, they happen upon a series of mysterious deaths and a concerned seismologist, Finn Carter, studying unnatural readings below the ground. With the help of an eccentric couple, Reba McEntire and Michael Gross, who plays Burt Gummer, who we'll talk more about in a few minutes, the group fights for survival against giant worm-like monsters hungry for human flesh. So yeah, it's pretty much focused on a threat to the town. There's no there's no really like character relationships, so you have to really think too much about. There's no like other inner conflicts or anything like that really, except for they're trapped on the rocks later altogether. There's a disagreement of how to go about something, or their escape plan, but really that's the only real like antagonistic part of the movie is the monsters, and that's fine. We don't need some kind of human subplot or anything like that. So yeah, overall I like this one. I don't know if I see it quite as highly as some seem to, but I definitely was entertained. I enjoyed it well enough. Now it's only rated PG-13, and I think it's the kind of movie that's kind of begging to be rated R. I don't know why it wasn't rated R. Maybe just to get more money. I don't know. I mean, it's graboids. They're flesh-eating monsters. Tunneling below the ground and trying to take people out like jaws on land, right? So it seems like there would be more blood with that, and there probably should be. In fact, the most violence we get doesn't really come with the humans. It's when the graboids actually die and they explode or something, or they get crushed somehow. That's kind of the most we see, and that's it's from them, so we know it's not anything. But yeah, I just think it's the kind of movie that probably should have been rated R. I think it would have helped a little bit to get a little more like blood in there, but then again, something like that doesn't always make or break a movie. But yeah, what helps though is that the cast is actually pretty good. I thought all the actors did a fine job. I felt like they had life in them. No one was really dull. Kevin Bacon is good. I haven't seen much of him, but I know he's been known for this movie for years. They even tried to do that TV series at Sci-Fi. They actually filmed the pilot, but then Sci-Fi just randomly pulled the plug, so I already kind of hope that gets picked up somewhere else, but I don't know. The female actress, she did a fine job as well. I did like the little romance between the two. It wasn't really forced fed. It just sort of played out as you would kind of expect throughout the movie. He acts like this playboy, but he's a little bit more. He doesn't really know what to do with himself as much as he lets on when it comes to that stuff. And he's used to sort of just like these shallow, just voluptuous type of women, so he doesn't really know what to do with her. With her actually being smart and able to carry herself and stuff like that. Then I liked Fred Ward quite a bit too. At first I thought he was going to be sort of just like the self-serious sort of, mentor to Kevin Bacon's character. But I thought his mannerisms were actually fun throughout the movie when he would panic and everything, and there's touches of humor with him that I enjoyed. Some of the funnier parts of the movie, actually. And then, like I said, I got to talk about Burt Gummer. Michael Gross. And he's a character I was very eager to see what I thought of, because he ends up kind of carrying the franchise after this. Well, Fred Ward comes back for the second one, but 3 and onward, it's really centered around him. So it was kind of hinging on if I liked him or not, and I really, really did. I thought him and his wife were, kind of cute and really, really funny together as like these, gun and sort of like survivalist enthusiasts. Overly prepared for all these things. They thought they were crazy beforehand, but now they're the ones they got to go to. So Bert's kind of paranoid. He's a bit much, but at the same time, he's probably the smartest one in the movie. And his plans, his logic, I think it comes through better than what anyone else is trying to do. So I like Bert, and I'm actually excited to watch the other films because of him, so that's good. And the graboids themselves, I was reading, I guess they're made out of light foam and some other kind of material. They looked pretty good for the most part, you know. I was pleased with it. For 1990, I think it looks pretty good. There are definitely movies just before and just after that looked a lot worse than these things did. So that was good. Yeah, so really there's not a whole lot I'm complaining about. There's not much I'm really critiquing here. I think it was fun, you know, maybe sort of disposable, but, you know, entertaining nonetheless. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be too difficult with watching the next few films. I'll let you know when I do. I'm going to try to mix it up a bit, so it might be a little while, but I'm definitely going to go back to this series for sure. If I had to rate, though, it might seem a little bit low, considering I can't really think of much to complain about. But again, my rating system is based on both looking at the film critically, as well as just how much I enjoyed it. And like I said, it's a little bit disposable for me. It's not quite as much as some people make it out to be for me, but I still enjoyed it. I still think it was a fine time. And yeah, so I'm rating Tremors a B-. But I do think upon another viewing, maybe it could be bumped up to a B, but it's still somewhere within a B, B- more likely. But really no lower than that. You know, I don't think it's a bad movie at all. It's actually, you know, good for what it's trying to do. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the original Tremors. Without spoilers, how do you think all the sequels compare? And what were you hoping for with the Kevin Bacon sci-fi series? So yeah, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.